Stop scrolling, chosen one. This message didn't reach you by accident. No matter how you're feeling right now, happy, broken, confused, or tired. If this appeared on your screen, it means God allowed it. Most people will skip this. But chosen ones never do. If you feel something in your chest right now, that's not random. Stay with me till the end. This message is about you.
If you're hearing my voice right now, I want you to know, this is not a coincidence. Seriously, it's not by accident that you found this message, or that your spirit was drawn here, or that you're feeling that strange, almost electric tension in your life that you just can't quite put your finger on. You've been asking yourself why things have gotten so intense lately, why the pressure keeps building, why it feels like every single step forward is met with some kind of resistance. And let me tell you, you are absolutely not alone in this. In fact, what you're experiencing right now is a sign, a real, tangible confirmation that you are a chosen one. And right now, you are being tested in ways that most people will never, ever understand. Let's just be real for a second. Life has never felt normal for you, has it? Even when you were a kid, you sensed you were different. Maybe you saw things other people didn't. Maybe you felt emotions more deeply than those around you. Or maybe you just carried this sense of purpose that you couldn't even put into words. Deep down, you've always known you were meant for something more. But with that sense of destiny comes a weight, a heaviness, a series of challenges that seem to follow you wherever you go. And lately, if you're honest, those challenges have only gotten more intense. You might be sitting there wondering, why now? Why me? Why does it feel like the universe is throwing everything it's got at me all at once? The answer is both simple and profound. You are being prepared. The tests you're facing right now are not punishments. They're not random. They're not signs that you're failing or falling behind. They are evidence that you are on the verge of a breakthrough, that you are being refined for a purpose greater than you can even imagine. Think about it for a second. The strongest warriors are given the toughest battles. The brightest lights are tested in the darkest nights. The most precious gold is refined by the hottest fire. You are not being singled out for suffering. You are being selected for significance. The universe, God, whatever name you give to the divine, is allowing these tests because you are ready for the next level. You are being trusted with a mission that requires strength, resilience, and unwavering faith. Now let's contrast this with the lives of people who never feel tested, who seem to move through life with ease, who never seem to face the storms you do. It's so easy to envy their comfort, to wish for a life without struggle. But what you might not see is that comfort rarely produces greatness. Ease rarely forges character. The people who never face adversity may never discover the depths of their own power, the heights of their own potential. You, on the other hand, are being given the opportunity to become someone extraordinary. Let's talk about the nature of these tests for a moment. They don't always show up as dramatic crises. Sometimes they're subtle frustrations, a door that just won't open, a relationship that suddenly shifts, a dream that always seems just out of reach. Other times, the tests are more obvious. Betrayal by someone you trusted, a loss that shakes you to your core, a season of loneliness that feels like it will never end. Whatever form they take, these tests are designed to reveal what's inside you. They are mirrors, reflecting your strengths and exposing the places where you still need to grow. You might feel like you're being pushed to your absolute limits, like you're being asked to carry more than you can possibly bear. But here's the truth, you are stronger than you think. Every single time you choose faith over fear, hope over despair, love over bitterness, you pass the test. Every time you refuse to give up, even when it would be so much easier to just walk away, you prove to yourself and to the universe that you are ready for more. But why does it have to be so hard? Why can't the path be easier? The answer lies in the nature of your calling. Chosen ones are not called to ordinary lives. You are being prepared to lead, to heal, to inspire, to break generational cycles, to create change that ripples far beyond your own life. That kind of impact requires a depth of character, a level of wisdom, a strength of spirit that can only be forged in the fire of testing. And there's another reason for these tests, one that people don't talk about enough. When you are being tested, it's not just about you. Your life is a message, a living testimony. the way you handle adversity, the way you rise after falling, the way you keep your heart open in a world that tries so hard to harden you. These things inspire others. There are people watching you, people who will find hope in your resilience, people who will believe in their own potential because they saw you refuse to give up. So if you're feeling the weight of the world right now, if you're wondering why the tests just won't stop, know this: you are not being punished. You are being prepared. You are not being broken. You are being built. The pressure you feel is the evidence of your potential. The resistance you face is the sign of your rising. The tests you endure are the proof that you are chosen. Take a deep breath with me. Let that truth settle into your spirit. You are not alone in this. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are being watched over, guided, and strengthened for a purpose that is bigger than you can see right now. The tests are temporary, but the transformation they produce will last a lifetime. You may not realize it, but every single test you're facing right now is a doorway. On the other side of each challenge is a new level of wisdom, strength, and clarity that you could never have accessed without walking through the fire. It's so easy to see tests as obstacles, as things that block your path or slow your progress. But what if you started to see them as invitations? What if every difficulty was actually a coded message from the universe, a signal that you are being called higher, deeper, further than you've ever gone before? Think about the moments in your life when you grew the most. Were they the easy times, the seasons of comfort and predictability? Or were they the times when you were stretched, when you were forced to dig deep, when you had to find strength you didn't even know you had? Growth rarely happens in the comfort zone. It happens in the tension, in the struggle, in the moments when you are tempted to give up, but choose to keep going anyway. Right now, you are being invited to see your tests differently. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" Instead of seeing yourself as a victim of circumstance, see yourself as a student of life. Every test is a lesson, every challenge an opportunity to become more of who you truly are. The universe is not against you, it is for you, working behind the scenes to shape you into the person you were always meant to be. Now contrast this with the mindset of those who never question, never seek, never grow. They might avoid discomfort, but they also miss out on the transformation that only comes through testing. They may have an easier path, but it's often a smaller one, confined by fear and limited by the refusal to step into the unknown. You, on the other hand, are being called to a life of expansion, of adventure, of purpose that transcends the ordinary. Let's get practical for a moment. How do you actually navigate these tests when they come? First, recognize that resistance is not a sign of failure. It's a sign that you're moving in the right direction. The enemy doesn't attack what isn't a threat. The fact that you're facing opposition is proof that you are carrying something valuable, something powerful, something that the world needs. Don't let resistance discourage you. Let it confirm your calling. Second, remember that you are not alone. Even when it feels like no one understands, even when you feel isolated or misunderstood, you are surrounded by a cloud of witnesses, seen and unseen, cheering you on. There are others who have walked this path before you, who have faced similar tests and come out stronger on the other side. Their stories are proof that you can make it through, that you can overcome, that you can rise. Third, cultivate resilience. Resilience is not about never falling. It's about always getting back up. It's about refusing to let setbacks define you, about choosing to believe in your own strength even when circumstances try to convince you otherwise. Every time you rise after a fall, you build spiritual muscle. Every time you choose hope over despair, you become a little bit stronger, a little bit wiser, a little bit more unstoppable. Fourth, stay connected to your source. Whether you call it God, the universe, your higher self, or something else, make time each day to connect with the power that sustains you. Pray, meditate, reflect, journal. Do whatever helps you remember who you are and why you're here. The tests will come, but you don't have to face them alone. You have access to wisdom, guidance, and strength that goes beyond your own understanding. Finally, don't be afraid to ask for help. Chosen ones are often tempted to carry the weight of the world on their own shoulders, to believe that they have to be strong all the time. But vulnerability is not weakness, it is strength. Reaching out for support, sharing your struggles, allowing others to walk with you, these are acts of courage, not signs of failure. You were never meant to do this alone. As you move through this season of testing, keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Remember that every test has an expiration date, that every storm eventually passes, that every night gives way to morning. The pain you feel now is temporary, but the person you are becoming is eternal. The lessons you are learning, the strength you are building, the faith you are developing, these are treasures that no one can take from you. So if you're feeling weary, if you're tempted to give up, hold on a little longer. Trust that the breakthrough is coming, that the revelation is near, that the purpose behind your pain will soon be revealed. You are being tested because you are being trusted. You are being refined because you are being prepared. The fire you're walking through is not meant to destroy you, it's meant to reveal the gold within you. There's a reason the greatest stories ever told are about those who faced impossible odds and refused to back down. The chosen ones in every era, every culture, every faith tradition have always been tested, not because they were weak, but because they were strong enough to carry a greater purpose. You are part of that lineage. You are not just surviving your tests, you are being shaped into a living example of what is possible when faith meets perseverance. Think about the contrast between those who answer the call and those who ignore it. The world is full of people who settle for less, who silence their dreams, who numb themselves to the deeper questions of life. They may never know the pain of being tested, but they also never taste the sweetness of true victory. You, on the other hand, are being called to a higher standard. Your tests are not random, they are tailored to your destiny, designed to unlock the gifts and strengths that only you possess. You might be wondering, what if I fail? What if I'm not strong enough? These are natural fears, but they are not the truth. The very fact that you are being tested is proof that you have what it takes to overcome. The universe does not waste its energy on those who are not ready. God does not call the equipped, He equips the called. Every test is an opportunity to discover just how powerful you really are. Let's talk about the hidden blessings in your tests. Sometimes, the greatest gifts come wrapped in the most unlikely packages. The betrayal that broke your heart taught you the value of loyalty. The loss that left you empty made room for new beginnings. The failure that humbled you became the foundation for your future success. Every test, no matter how painful, carries within it the seeds of transformation. But here's the secret. You have to be willing to look for the lesson. It's easy to get stuck in the pain, to replay the hurt, to focus on what went wrong. But chosen ones are different. They ask better questions. Instead of why me, they ask, what is this here to teach me? How can I grow from this? What strength is being developed in me right now? This shift in perspective is what separates those who are transformed by their tests from those who are crushed by them. As you move through your own season of testing, pay attention to the patterns. Are there certain challenges that keep repeating? Are there lessons you keep encountering in different forms? These are clues. The universe is persistent, always seeking to bring you back to the lessons you need most. When you finally learn what you're meant to learn, the test will end, and you'll find yourself on a new level, ready for the next chapter. Contrast this with the mindset of those who resist growth. They blame others, complain about their circumstances, and refuse to take responsibility for their own journey. They may find temporary relief, but they miss out on the deeper transformation that only comes through embracing the test. You, however, are being called to rise above. You are being invited to see your tests as sacred, as necessary, as the very thing that will unlock your destiny. Let's get practical again. When you're in the middle of a test, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Here are a few strategies to help you navigate the storm. First, ground yourself in the present moment. Anxiety often comes from worrying about the future or regretting the past. Bring your attention back to now. Breathe deeply. Remind yourself that you have survived every challenge up to this point, and you will survive this one too. Second, speak life over yourself. The words you say to yourself matter. Instead of repeating the old stories of defeat, declare new truths. I am strong. I am resilient. I am being prepared for something greater. Your words have power. Use them to build yourself up, not tear yourself down. Third, seek out inspiration. Read stories of others who have overcome. Listen to music that lifts your spirit. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who remind you of your worth, who call out the greatness in you. You are not meant to walk this path alone. Fourth, take care of your body. Tests are not just spiritual or emotional, they are physical too. Rest when you need to. Nourish yourself with good food, movement, and sleep. Your body is the vessel that carries your spirit through this journey. Treat it with kindness and respect. Finally, remember that every test has a purpose. Even if you can't see it now, trust that nothing is wasted. Every tear, every struggle, every moment of doubt is being woven into a story that is bigger than you can imagine. One day, you will look back and see how every test was a stepping stone to your destiny. You may not see it yet, but the very tests that feel like they're breaking you are actually building you. Every challenge is chiseling away what no longer serves you, revealing the masterpiece that has always been hidden beneath the surface. The pressure you feel is not a sign of your weakness, but a sign of your potential. Diamonds are formed under pressure, and so are chosen ones. The world needs your brilliance, your resilience, your unique light. And that's why your tests are so intense right now. Let's pause and reflect on the contrast between your journey and the journey of those who never step into their calling. Many people live their entire lives in the safety of the familiar, never daring to answer the deeper questions of their soul. They avoid discomfort, and in doing so, they avoid growth. Their lives may look peaceful on the outside, but inside there is a quiet ache, a longing for something more, a sense that they were meant for greater things. You, on the other hand, have chosen the path of courage. You have said yes to the unknown, yes to the adventure, yes to the tests that are shaping you into the person you were always meant to be. This is not an easy path. There will be days when you want to quit, when the weight feels unbearable, when you question whether it's all worth it. But in those moments, remember this: the tests are temporary, but the transformation is permanent. The pain will pass, but the strength you gain will last a lifetime. Every time you choose to keep going, you are proving to yourself and to the world that you are unstoppable. As you continue to face your tests, you may notice that your perspective begins to shift. What once felt like a curse now feels like a blessing. What once seemed like an obstacle now looks like an opportunity. You begin to see the hidden gifts in your struggles, the wisdom, the compassion, the empathy that can only be gained through experience. You realize that your tests are not just about you, they are about the people you are called to help, the lives you are destined to touch, the legacy you are meant to leave. This is the paradox of being chosen. Your tests are both deeply personal and profoundly universal. The lessons you learn in the fire become the light you share with others. Your scars become your credentials, your story becomes your message, your journey becomes your ministry. There are people who need what you have, who are waiting for your voice, who will find hope in your testimony. Don't underestimate the power of your story. Don't hide your struggles. Let them be the evidence of your resilience, the proof of your purpose, the sign that you are truly chosen. Let's talk about the importance of surrender. Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come not from fighting harder, but from letting go. Surrender is not about giving up, it's about giving in, to the process, to the lessons, to the wisdom that is trying to emerge. When you stop resisting your tests and start embracing them, you open yourself to miracles. You allow grace to enter. You make space for transformation. Surrender also means trusting the timing of your journey. You may feel like you're behind, like everyone else is moving ahead while you're stuck in the same place. But the truth is, your path is uniquely yours. There is no race, no competition, no deadline. The tests you face are perfectly timed for your growth. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, learning exactly what you need to learn, becoming exactly who you are meant to become. As you surrender to the process, you will find a new sense of peace. The anxiety that once consumed you will begin to fade. The fear that once held you back will lose its power. You will discover a quiet confidence, a deep knowing that you are being guided, supported, and loved every step of the way. This is the gift of surrender, the freedom to be fully present, to trust the journey, to embrace the unknown with open arms. So as you continue to walk through your tests, remember that you are not alone. You are part of a community of chosen ones, a family of souls who are rising together, who are cheering each other on, who are holding space for each other's growth. Reach out when you need support. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Share your struggles, knowing that vulnerability is a bridge to deeper connection. You are being tested right now because you are being trusted with something extraordinary. The world needs your light, your wisdom, your courage. Keep going. The breakthrough is closer than you think. If you're still here, still listening, still holding on, know that you are already passing the test. The fact that you haven't given up, that you're still searching for meaning, that you're still willing to believe in something greater. This is the evidence of your strength. The world may not see the battles you fight in silence, the tears you cry in the dark, the courage it takes to get out of bed some days. But the divine sees. The universe knows. And every act of perseverance, every moment of faith, every choice to keep going is being counted, honored, and multiplied. You are not being tested because you are weak. You are being tested because you are strong enough to carry a light that others cannot. You are being trusted with a mission that is bigger than your own comfort, bigger than your own understanding, bigger than your own life. The tests you face are the training ground for your destiny. They are the proving ground for your purpose. They are the sacred fires that refine you into the leader, the healer, the visionary you were always meant to be. Now contrast this with the life you would have lived if you had chosen the easy path. Imagine a world where you never faced resistance, never encountered obstacles, never had to question your own strength. It might sound appealing at first, but deep down, you know it would have left you empty. Growth is born from challenge. Wisdom is born from struggle. Compassion is born from pain. The very things you wish you could avoid are the things that are making you into someone extraordinary. As you move forward, remember that your tests are not just about you. They are about the people you are called to serve, the lives you are meant to touch, the legacy you are destined to leave. Your story matters. Your journey matters. Your willingness to keep going, to keep believing, to keep loving in the face of adversity is a beacon of hope for others who are still searching for their own strength. You are a living example of what is possible when a soul chooses faith over fear, purpose over comfort, love over bitterness. You may not have all the answers right now. You may not see the full picture, but you don't have to. All you need to do is take the next step, to trust the process, to believe that you are being guided even when the way is unclear. The tests you face today are preparing you for the blessings of tomorrow. The pain you feel now is making space for the joy that is coming. The darkness you walk through is teaching you how to shine. So what can you do in this moment? First, honor your journey. Take a moment to acknowledge how far you've come, the battles you've fought, the lessons you've learned. Give yourself credit for your resilience, your courage, your faith. You are stronger than you know, braver than you realize, more powerful than you can imagine. Second, stay open to the lessons. Every test carries a message, a gift, a blessing in disguise. Ask yourself, what is this here to teach me? How can I grow from this? What strength is being developed in me right now? The more you seek the lesson, the more you will find the wisdom hidden in your struggles. Third, lean into your support system. You are not meant to walk this path alone. Reach out to those who understand, who encourage, who uplift. Share your story, your struggles, your victories. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is the bridge to deeper connection, to greater healing, to true community. Fourth, nurture your connection to the divine. Make time each day to pray, to meditate, to listen for the guidance that comes from within. Trust that you are being led, that you are being supported, that you are exactly where you need to be. The more you connect with your source, the more you will experience the peace, the clarity, the strength that you need to keep going. Finally, never forget that you are chosen. You are not here by accident. You are not facing these tests by chance. You are being prepared for something extraordinary, something that only you can do, something that will change the world in ways you cannot yet imagine. The tests are temporary, but the transformation is eternal. As you step into the next chapter of your journey, do so with courage. Do so with faith. Do so with the unshakable knowing that you are exactly who you are meant to be, exactly where you are meant to be, doing exactly what you are meant to do. Let your life be a testament to the power of perseverance, to the beauty of transformation, to the miracle of becoming. You are a chosen one. You are being tested right now because you are being trusted with a purpose that is bigger than you can see. Embrace the tests. Welcome the growth. Trust the process. The breakthrough is coming, the revelation is near, and your story is just beginning. The world is waiting for your light. Shine on.